Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to show you how you can connect to your AWS EC2 instance from VS Code. Basically, we connect to our EC2 instance from VS Code so that we can use VS Code for editing code, so which is much more uh, easier and flexible than what we can do on the EC2 instance directly. All right, so now we can begin connecting our VS Code with our instance. So I have an instance running here. This is named my web server. And now, first of all, we can head up to VS Code and now we can now we need to first of all install some extensions for this. All right, so now we can install some extensions in our VS Code. These are named as Remote SSH. So basically, Remote SSH is an extension which we need to download right here. One more thing you can download is Remote SSH editing configuration files for easy editing of the files inside our instance. Also, we can install remote development. This is the whole pack, which includes four extensions. So if you just download this, you will be ready to go. So I will recommend you download the remote development pack right here. It contains four extensions. So those will be downloaded and you will be ready to connect to the EC2 instance with uh, our VS Code. All right, perfect. So after you install this extension, there will be an icon right here which says Remote Explorer inside your VS Code sidebar. So go to this section. Now we can see there will be an SSH folder here. Now we can add our SSH connection right here. To add an SSH connection, we first need to click on plus, and then we can write a command with SSH, and then the name of your EC2 instance, basically the username, which is inside that virtual machine. So I'll name it as Ubuntu, and then we can write at. Then I can write the public IP for that instance. So I'll just see what's that. I think it is this address, and now I'll copy this address, and now I'll paste it here. Now I can just type in -a to attach it to our remote server. Alright, so you can see we have got a pop-up here, which is host added. Now I need to open the configuration file so we can add the key for this SSH server. So we have the configuration written right here for our server. These are just the configuration for my other servers, but this is the server for our main. This is the configuration for our main AWS EC2 instance server. All right, so now we can pass in another parameter, which is identity file. Now I can pass the path of our file key. This is the key of our SSH client of our EC2 instance. So how we can create this key is by going inside this instance first of all. Now I can scroll down to the details. So I'll just make it bigger. Now if I go down to the key pair assigned at launch, if there's no key pair for you, you can go inside this and click on create key pair. And after entering a name, and now you can put any kind of name here. Now select the PEM format, which is .pem. And now when you click on create key pair, it will prompt you to download a key and just download it safely and keep it uh, accessible for you. All right, so now after we have installed the keys to connect to this instance through SSH, so my current key is present right here, the key instance.pem. So we need to first of all copy the path of this file, and now we can paste it in our config file for SSH. All right, so I'll just remove the double quotes, and now we are ready. So if I try to connect this, this should possibly give me an error that there are too many permissions allowed, and I'll be explaining how to fix that. So it is just asking me what device it is. So it is originally Ubuntu, so that's a Linux device. And yeah, I'm sure that I'm gonna continue. Now it's gonna say an error that permission denied public key. So if you also get this error, which is a very common error while connecting to SSH, so you can do what? First of all, this error means that your key has been given more permissions than it is required. So basically, there might be some other users in your system that might have access to your key. So we need to remove those accesses inside a key. So how we can remove is, first of all, go to the properties. Now we can head up to security. So as you can see, I have 4 users here. I need to remove all the users except my current user, which is this user right now. So I have to remove all of these 3 users of that. And how I'm going to remove is I'll disable the instance, and then I can remove all the users one by one. All right, perfect. Now I can apply the changes and just save it. Perfect. And now if I try to connect it, let's go again in the Remote Explorer, and now I can, if I click on this button, which is connect in current window, this should now be able to connect to the AWS EC2 instance. So perfect. As you can see, we have got a message here which says download VS Code server. So we have connected to our instance through VS Code right here. If I click on open folder, it will just open the root folder. So I'll just open the folder here, and yes, I trust the author. And you can see I've got the whole directory of my uh, remote instance right here. I had created main.py in the tutorial where I showed how you can create an EC2 instance. So this is that main.py file which is present in my uh, EC2 instance. So perfect. So we have connected to EC2 instance using VS Code, and now if I launch terminal, I can again see this is the same command line which we had got when we connected to the instance using SSH in our browser itself. So perfect. We can see we have connected to EC2 using VS Code by using Remote Server and Remote Explorer extensions. Perfect. So that's it for the video. And also one more thing, that this method works with any kind of instance, whether it's a Google Cloud virtual machine or a Azure virtual machines. It is going to work with both of them. Actually, with every kind of virtual machine, it will work. So yeah, guys, that's it for the video. And guys, thanks for watching.